Sam Davidson here for MEA Worldwide at the Season 2 premiere of Netflix's On My Block. We are going to be talking about all of the stars and getting the scoop for Season 2, so stay tuned. So from Awkward to On My Block, they are very different but similar in tone. Can you tell me about the leap between both series?
Well, they both come with a lot of love. I feel like I am like a 15-year-old inside and an internal 15-year-old. Awkward was a love letter to my 15-year-old self, and On My Block was created to be a love letter to kids who didn't feel represented and seen. And I wanted to write something really special for kids who really need to have a platform to be seen as the incredible heroes that they are.
One of the things that I love the most is your female friendship with Olivia, and that instead of hating each other and fighting each other last season for Caesar, you kind of grew together. Was that important to you to make sure that friendship was solid and not catty?
Absolutely. I think girl empowerment is so important, and especially in today's time, like, we all need each other. And yeah, I'm just so happy that we got to display a friendship like that because, like you said, so many people, I think, expected us to be catty about certain situations in the show. So yeah, I was really excited about that.
So as far as your character in Caesar, was this like a Romeo and Juliet kind of love? How do you see this?
Yeah, it is kind of like a Romeo and Juliet kind of love. Maybe not the same environment. Environment's a little different, but yeah, it's definitely, they have a lot of love for each other, and they're kids, but at the same time, they have a special bond and they care a lot about one another. So
when you first got the role, how was it pitched to you, and was the plan to evolve as part of the group, or were you going to kind of be the annoying side character for a while?
What? Annoying? What are you saying? No, it's funny. I actually didn't hear about the project at first. I had a bunch of friends that were auditioning, and I had a girlfriend that's very close to me who was auditioning for Jasmine. She's like, girl, this is not me. She's like, this is you. So I read the script, and I read the pilot, and I was like, oh my God, how do I become a part of this show? I thought that she was so fun and so vibrant, but at the same time, like, I know this girl, and I know that she's like building up walls in order for people not to, like, if she makes a joke first, you can't make it about her. So that to me is so endearing, and the fact that she like wants to make friends. At the end of the day, that's her thing. She is so loyal, and I think that everybody can relate to that. So that's what really drew me to her. And the project in general, I mean, it's so incredible to watch a show with so much like people of color. Like, how often do you see that with like kids our age, and like just the things that we're dealing with? I'm so proud of it.
What was it like reading that final script?
Released from prison and
Oh, God.
Dude, this dude, you know what I call Jason? What do I call you?
What do you call me?
Dude, he is my lead sled dog, because this guy is amazing and hardworking and an amazing actor, and I love him.
Thank you.
And this dude is the best. I love you,
I
bro.
love you too.
It's so
I
good
love
to
you
see
too.
you, and you
It's
look
great
fucking
to see
awesome,
you.
brother.
Thank
I'll
you.
talk to you in a bit.
Yes. What were you
So I was saying, like, when you got the script that your fate could be up in the air, was that something you knew ahead of time, or it was just if you're like, oh no?
The entire season, Lauren would come up to me and she'd be like, hey, like, something's going to happen in episode 10. We got 1 through 9 from the beginning, but we never got 10. And she's like, something's going to happen, but I just want you to not be worried. You're okay. And I'm like, what the hell is going to happen? And then they gave us episode 10 a week before we filmed it. And I was like, you know what? This is a little much, but I was cool with it.
So did you and the actress that played Olivia, kind of get together and talk about how this was going to happen, and just in general how you developed your on and off screen friendship? Because I thought it was really beautiful.
I just think that luckily everyone connected so well on set that what you saw on screen was what we were doing off screen.
Jamal is one of the only characters that reminds me that everybody is 14. I think he still has the like innocence of youth. So I think this season, after being sort of done wrong a little bit by his friends, I think he has a lot more confidence this year.
Was there actually money flying out of your bicycle? Was that you?
No, it was all CGI, and I'm glad it was. It would not be me letting money go away. I would be like checking behind me every chance I got to make sure that everyone's flying out. What? No, that wasn't me.
Besides being kind of sad and feeling guilty about the second season, are we going to see your character kind of grow more into a man and make his own decisions?
I believe so, yeah. You'll definitely see Caesar rise out of some stuff. But as soon as he rises, his whole world takes another 360, and he just keeps going bad and then good and then bad and then good. But more than anything, you'll see the story of friendship. You'll see loss. You'll see love, babies, guns, action. You'll see it all.
So I want to know how this partnership between the two of you came to be and how you guys decided on doing this show. Where did all these ideas come from?
And every time we were in these meetings, everyone would find out that Eddie is Mexican, first language was Spanish. You know, his parents grew up in Compton and Linwood. They'd be like, "Oh, tell us about the gangs and the drive-bys," and Eddie would kind of come back and be like, "Dude, that's not my life."
Life wasn't just about that. So what ended up happening at this time, this is 3 years ago, we become friends with Lauren Unerick, the co-creator with us of the show. And she wanted to do something after coming off of Awkward. She wanted to do something with people of color, teens of color. But this is obviously not her world. She's having lunch serendipitously with Jeremy, and Jeremy goes, "You know, Eddie was born in Compton and grew up in Linwood." The next day we get together.
And has 117 first cousins. So think of all the stories you get. First cousins. Think about that.
You know, the three of us get together at Panera. We sit there and I start telling stories about my childhood, being Mexican, growing up and in the inner city, and about how, you know, it's very similar to what anybody grew up in other areas, except the mistakes to our mistakes were far more dangerous. We started getting together doing this. 6 weeks later, we sold it to Netflix. And 2 years later, we're here. Ruby is based on me, and I was bite-sized in high school. I was 5'2" as a senior in high school. And, you know, I had all the same aspirations every other kid. You want to kiss the girl, you want to make the team, you want to survive high school. So that we imbued those characteristics and those traits into Ruby, and the way you survive is by talking your way out of situations.
It has been an amazing night here at the Season 2 premiere of On My Block in Los Angeles, California. We hope that you guys have enjoyed these interviews. If you'd like more like them, please go to our website, download the app for free, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.